you're setting this up with the director, probably, usually, or producers. Now, are you deciding on the sound of Jack's Bar? Is there a sound of the certain house that you go to? How does that work?
Yeah, so I've been on a couple of shows where there is more, like, the hardest sound to find is the bar. Well, so Jack's Bar took a second to crack. It wasn't hard to crack in that I think we knew we wanted it to have this, how do I define it? Southern rock sound. Mm-hmm. Then there was like, well, how much does it lean into Americana and how much does it lean into pop rock? And, that first season, there were a couple times we leaned a little bit more indie rock or pop rock, and inherently my showrunner would get to the stage and want to replace them.
Because it wasn't country or Americana enough?
It's interesting, right? Like sometimes there's a vibe and you just know when it's getting like it went a little bit too far this way or a little bit too far this way. So really, I would say like the core sound of Jack's Bar is like John Cougar Mellencamp, Bruce Springsteen. Springsteen was like an early temp word that was thrown out. Like that was the style. There's not actually that much music that sounds like Bruce Springsteen.
No.
That is affordable, right?
Yeah.
But then Tom Petty, I would say like, so, anything that kind of had that like Tom Petty, John Cougar Mellencamp, Heartland rock, I think is really where we narrowed in. Like the interesting thing about music that plays in the background too is that it can't be too thin. I actually always think of kind of like the wave file, right? Like it needs to kind of be like a steady foundation of wave to be able for the mixer to turn it down enough, but still be present like throughout the room, right? I don't know if that's like interesting to the audio geeks out there. But
that's very interesting.
We have so many people. Now, there's a lot of people that will bring us music and they'll be like, but God, mine was just right for that. And it's like, just right is a little more just right than you might know. Because there's a very specific thing they're looking for. Now, I think we may have been in Jack's Bar 4 times.
I think you have.
We've been in Jack's Bar a couple times. And yeah, they fit exactly what you're talking about, the pieces that were used there.
And, Netflix even had us create a Jack's Bar playlist on Spotify. So,
nice.
There is this sensibility of like maybe you'd want to have the Jack's Bar playlist playing in your living room.